to another video from WKP. It's a very sunny but chilly day down here in Essex. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to go through a little bit of this. I'm going to show you some of these and I'm going to talk about that. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Hello there, welcome back. So the first thing I want to talk about is on the bank holiday Monday I went out and bought a new test kit. When I brought it home, I opened it up and noticed that I'd picked up the wrong one. Well, when I say the wrong one, it was different to the one that I usually use. I usually use the freshwater test kit from API, and the one I picked up was this one, which is the Pond Masters test kit. When I opened it up, I found that it had all the usual ones that I had in there, ammonia, nitrite and pH, but also it had phosphates. Now, I've watched loads of videos on YouTube, all my subscribers that I follow, and I've not heard anybody mention testing for phosphates in your pond. Now, reading up on the internet, it does say that phosphates is in the tap water. It's something that water companies put in there to protect pipes and things like that. There's also phosphates in fish food, and you can also get the phosphates could come from runoffs from your garden. So for things like fertilisers in your lawn, so when you water your lawn it can run off into your ponds. Also on paving, there's phosphates in pavings and things like that. So I've never tested for it, but I'd like a bit of advice on whether I should be testing for it. Now, when I do my water changes, my water is going through a single stage dechlorinator. Now, I'm not too sure whether the 2 or 3 stage dechlorinators are set up to remove phosphates. Because I haven't got one of those, I don't really know about them. So if anybody out there knows a little bit about phosphates, please comment below. Let me know what you think, so then I can start testing for it, or if not I can just revert to my normal tests, which are for pH, nitrite, ammonia and nitrates. Okay, so that'd be grateful. So if anybody would like to comment, then like I said, comment below, and your feedback would be greatly accepted. So let's move on to the next thing. So as you know, on my pond I've got a pond window fitted. Okay, so I bought that from a company called Tough X, which is up north, Lancashire way kind of thing. Good company, delivered on time, delivered quickly, and it was a reasonable price. Fitted it all right, no problems, no leaks, no nothing. The other day I was sat there, and as the sun rose, where my pond is positioned, the sun is rises above the back of the pond. So when the sun is at its highest point, it's shining directly down towards the pond and through the window. So I was sat there and I thought, hang on a minute, what's that on my window? I could see stripes going through the window. I thought it was a reflection for a start of something. I kept looking, I went up to the window, rubbed it as you do, but no, it was actually in the window. Now you can't see them when the sun's not shining through it, and Now, I used to work in the glass industry years ago, so I know a little bit of how toughened glass works and the processes that it has to go through. Um, I'll put a picture up now. So there's the lines. So like I said, I used to work in the glass industry. For a start, I thought it was a thing called roller wave. Now, roller wave is, if you don't know, the way that the glass is toughened. It's put onto a machine. It goes into a big furnace. The glass is heated right to near melting point, and then as soon as it gets to that point, it's sent along into, which is called a quench. Now, a quench is, it shoots high pressure cold air from the top and the bottom, and that's what causes a toughening process. The molecules inside the glass, they react, and that's what happens, and then it gets sent out the other end. Now, what can happen sometimes is, the reason I'm in the shed is because there's work going on outside and it's a bit noisy. So what can happen once this glass is in the quench process? If the parameters of the air pressure is set wrong, so it can either be in there too long or it can be in there too quick, what can happen sometimes is, as the glass enters the quench, because it's nearly at its melting point, sometimes what happens is the glass will sink slightly in between the rollers as it's going like that in the quench. And if it's in there too short, what can happen is it will leave like a roller wave. You can notice roller wave on house windows, office buildings and things like that. So if you're looking at it from an obscure angle, basically what happens is the reflection goes like that. It looks like a circus mirror, like that. Okay. Now, I looked at it from all angles and it's definitely not roller wave. So I had a closer look, and what I think it is something's happened to, when they was going through the process of putting the thin plastic laminated strip through the middle. Now, it's not a problem for me. The thing is, I'm not going to start ripping my window out, phoning them up, complaining, ripping the window out, and things like that. I can only see it at certain times in the day, and 9 out of 10 times I'm not concentrating on the window anyway. I'm looking at the fish through the window, so you can't see it. So like I say, I'm not gonna start ripping it out and try and put it back. I'm not gonna fix what isn't broken. Okay, but I just wanted to point that out, just in case you are fitting windows. If you're doing it on a sunny day, just have a look at that. I mean, it might not be for you. You probably want to change the window or something like that, but it is something to be aware of. So, and also, if you're thinking about putting a window in, please do. They're the best things ever. It's the best thing I've ever done. You know, I just can't. I was umming and ahhing about doing it, but once I got the sort of like the confidence, I watched loads of videos and that, it went in, you know, pretty smoothly and without any hassle. So if you're thinking about getting a window, then please do. And if you've not seen already, I've put a video on here previous to this of a view of my fish through the window, so that will just give you an idea of why you should get a window and, you know, the benefits of them. Okay. So that's it. Just a little heads up about pond windows. So let's move on to the next item. So here we go. We've got some new additions to the pond. There's 10 fish there in total. I've put them in this floating fry net for a while, just to see if they can put a little bit of weight on, because I'm fear of them going down the bottom drain. The white pipe in there is just to spread the bottom of the net around, because it was tending to bunch up and they was getting caught in there. So what I'll do is I'll get them out, bowl them up so that you can have a proper look. So here we are, guys. Got 10 fish. Sorry about the shadow there, I don't know if you can see them. There's 10 fish there, got them from my local koi dealer. Brilliant deal on them. I think they were sort of like £10 each. There's a mixture in there. There's Sankeys in there. There's a couple of Tancho Sankeys in there. There's a shower. Got a lovely Jinrin Saragori. There's a couple of Harkus in there. So yeah, new additions to the pond. Everybody loves a new addition. So what I'll do is I'll put them back into the net, let them grow a little bit more, and then hopefully I'll be able to put them into the new pond. So there you go, new additions. Happy days.